Hi, I'm Steve Nathan, one of the co-founders at TimeHub, and it's my pleasure to give you a quick run through on my timesheets. So you will have received an email from us via your employer letting you know that they're using my timesheets to capture employee hours worked. So my timesheets has been designed to work on any device, so smartphone, tablet, or browser that is connected to the internet. So you do need an internet connection, but you can enter your timesheet in the time frame that your employer asks you to. So you can enter it hourly, daily, or every few days if you choose. So there are two modes of using it from a personal timesheet perspective, and I'm going to show them both in this particular session. So in your email, you will have received a user code, password, and company ID. So you enter that into the login screen. You log into My Timesheets, and you will be taken to your weekly timesheet list. So this is showing you the timesheets that you've entered during the week so far. So there's my Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. You'll notice that Monday and Tuesday have got a padlock. That means that they have been locked by my employer, so I can no longer edit those ones. But the ones that are unlocked, if need be, I could still go and edit those. But obviously, typically you wouldn't do that. So if you're going to enter a timesheet, it's really simple. You simply click on the add button and it'll bring up the add screen. Now there are two different ways that you can add time. So here I'm going to choose my pay code of ordinary time. Now again, depending on your configuration and what your employer is using, in this drop down you'll have pay codes for ordinary time, overtime, leave, and allowances, or you may only have ordinary time. It really depends on the configuration for your particular business. So you need to discuss that with your manager. So once I've chosen my pay code, and as I said, the ordinary one is the default, then I can either enter my start time for the timesheet. So I can say I started at 9 o'clock and I finished at 1700 and I had a 30-minute break during the day, and I can enter a note if I want to. Something like that, or I can say just a note. And if I want to leave the timesheet pending, I can leave it pending, which means I have to come back and complete it. So for example, if I started the day by entering my start time and I wanted to come back later and finish it and to finish entering my timesheet, I could do that, or I can enter the entire timesheet for the day in one hit. The alternative method of entering your timesheets is the total hours worked per day. And if I just switch into another screen quickly, so you'll see here, this one I don't have a start and finish time, I just have the number of hours that I worked. I can also, and depending on the configuration that your employer is using, I can enter job information, I can enter cost center information if that was the case. So this system will be configured based on what your particular business needs. So I'll just go back to the first screen. So once I've entered my timesheet, I can then, I won't make that pending, I'll save it, and then this screen, the timesheet list screen, will update. I've now got the times in here for the week so far. As I say, if it hasn't got a padlock, I can come in here and quickly edit that time. So if I didn't want to make that 2057, I want to make that 2100, I can save that. Now the little buttons that you just saw in the screen, I'll just quickly add one next to the times. That's if you don't want to type the time. So if you're doing it on a smartphone and you're like me, you've got fat fingers, you don't want to type in a time, you can simply hit that button to start and it'll take the time of the device. And then at the end of the day, you can stop. But typically, you wouldn't do that during the day. You do that at the start and end of a day. So it means you have to access the app twice. So I won't save that. So the other things that you can do when you're in here, if you wanted to, you can go and print a report of all of your timesheets. You can go and export your data out to a CSV file. If you wanted to put it into Excel and do something with it, you can update your profile, so your user email address, and you can change your password. Once you're finished, then you would simply log out of the app and it will take you back to the login screen. So that's the standard entry. There's also what we call a fast pin entry. So if your employer is using that, you would have been given a code in your email. So I enter my fast pin, which of course is 007, my password and my company ID again. I log in, and the difference with this one is when it goes into the timesheet, it goes straight into add mode, and the day it picks up today as the day that you're starting. So this is where if you, again, you wanted to enter a timesheet with a start time, or you wanted to enter your timesheet for the whole day and quickly just save and come out of there, then you would do that. If you're in fast mode, you can still go up to the hamburger and get access to these other things. The difference is in fast mode is when you enter this and you save, it will ask you if you want to add another timesheet, and if you say no, it will take you out, it will log you out. If you say yes, it'll take you into the add entry screen again. And if I cancel this, you'll probably see what happens now. It will take me back to the login screen. It's taking me back out. So those are the two methods for data entry and the two different ways of accessing the system. And if you have any questions, then I'd suggest you talk to your manager and they'll be able to guide you through the process. Thank you, and we hope you enjoy using My Timesheets.